Subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get all the latest updates.
How you come home from the biggest professional development of your life. You are about to tell your family that you are going to be the next president of PepsiCo. And you come home and your mother scolds you as if you were still a little child and says to you, "You forgot to bring the milk today." And you say to her, "Why can't Raj do it?" talking about your husband. And she says he's very tired. And you go storm off, you get the milk, you come back, you slam it on the counter and you say, "I wanted to tell you I'm going to be the next president of PepsiCo." And your mom says,
she says, "Leave the crown in the garage. When you enter the house, you're the wife, the daughter, the mother. Just worry about those jobs. Nobody else can take your place. Leave your crown in the garage." Now, I have to tell you, at that point, it hurt. Because at that point, I wanted her to focus on me and sort of make me feel like I was awesome. But her point is simple. Her point is, that's all great, but nobody else can take your place. And please have some humility when you come home. Because there's a lot of people here who are depending on you. So my mother, I think, gave me a very, very valuable lesson saying, at the workplace, you can have your foot on the accelerator. When you come home, please don't treat us as your employees. I must say, if I sort of draw a line between where I was born and brought up to where I ended up in my professional career as CEO of an iconic American company, I feel like pinching myself. Just feels unreal.
That swing, the jhula as we call it in Hindi, in your home, the Charles Dickens novels that you and your sister read, and a somewhat disciplinarian mother who continued to be a disciplinarian, who insisted that if your sister, for example, wanted to go and get an MBA, she first had to get married.
I got to tell you, she's a remarkable woman. She's still here with us, and she still is a person who's got one foot on the brake and one foot on the accelerator. She couldn't go to college. She was brilliant, but she didn't go to college. And I think she lived her life vicariously through the daughters.
An afternoon where you're sitting in the American library, not just because you like reading, but because the air conditioning is better, on afternoons which are too sweltry for Indians to stay at home. And you see a little sort of notice that talks about a management program at Yale, and the rest, as they say, is history. You take a loan to basically go and do your first sort of stint outside India. Do you remember what was going through your heart when you were on that flight, other than listening to the Bee Gees on loop?
I was very excited about coming to the United States because everything we heard, read about the US was seat of innovation, seat of culture, seat of music, theater, the arts. So I was so excited about coming to the United States or going to the United States. On the other hand, the first time I was leaving the country, so I was scared, really scared. I was scared about leaving my family, hoping they would all be there for me when I came back to visit. And it was one of those mixed feelings.
And at some point, I don't know how I got to Indra, but she got to me, but she grabbed my hand and she didn't let go. And she introduced me to her daughters, and she talked about the work that I'd done with Priyanka, actually. And then she came over to our table later and she sat and she spoke to me, and I just felt so like, someone had shone this huge light on me, just the fact that she'd sort of given me this attention. And I don't know how it happened, but from then we came to her house for lunch, and she made me dosas, and actually me and Priyanka, she made us homemade dosas. And then I saw this whole other side to Indra, which was like this incredible mother and wife and sister and everything.
In the meantime, never discount what a dosa can do. I'm thinking of Mindy Kaling and Kamala Harris in the run-up to Kamala becoming vice president.
I actually remember the first ever conversation we had with Indra, and actually the advisor who introduced us was the only man on the call, and he made a comment saying that, I feel like the odd one out. And she replied saying, "Well, now you know how we feel."
But for you, Indra, I know there's that lovely moment when both Barack Obama and Dr. Manmohan Singh, who was then Prime Minister, wanted to claim you as their own. And you are really both, right?
For a immigrant woman from India to come and reach the pinnacle of success in another country that can only happen in the United States. This is still the most open, the most welcoming, a country with a tremendous meritocracy. So I want to make sure that all of you understand that my story is a story that originated in India, that reached its pinnacle in the United States.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.